سیپان.
بسیار
میتونیم ورودی مهمانمون رو هم که دیگه نمیبینیم دیگه، آقای میگوئل کولی رو اینجا داریم، بهشون سلام میدیم و شبشون بخیر. سیپان با توی.
Hello, Mr. Kohli. We are very glad to have you on our TV show. So, say hello if you want.
Hello, yeah, of course. Hello, good night, everybody. Salamat Bashir.
Salamat Bashir.
Salamat Bashir.
Okay, great. So I will translate at the same time here. من خدمت بینندگان عزیز هم توضیح بدم که من همینجا ترجمه خواهم کرد خدمت شما عزیزان و سعی می‌کنم سوالاتی که من و میثم قرار هست در طول برنامه بپرسیم رو همینجا خدمت آقای کولی ترجمه
دست
خواهم
در نکنه سیپان، زحمت میشه.
So Mr. Kohli, let's begin the questions. We are very glad to have you. It's our pleasure. And let's begin with you. What are you doing currently in Qatar?
Yes, good night. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to speak with you and the Iranian your viewers. Presently, I'm the assistant coach of Umslal SC in the Pro League and also the head coach for the reserve team. So far, we're sixth in the Pro League. We finished sixth in the Pro League, and tomorrow we have one match in the reserve league. If we win or draw, we become champions. So I'm excited and I'm happy to be in Qatar, but you know I miss Iran always.
آقای کولی میگن که خب خیلی خوشحال هستن از اینکه توی این برنامه همراه ما هستن. در حال حاضر کمک مربی هستن در سلال و سرمربی تیم رزرو سلال هم هستند که تیم سلال تیم در واقع اصلیش رتبه 6م رو در اختیار داره، اما تیمی که ایشون سرمربیش هستن در حال حاضر و تیم رزرو سلال یک بازی داره فردا شب که در صورت پیروزی قهرمان هم میشه. So let's continue with the Qatar Star League. Assad became the very soon champion of this league, and it was like everything was like quite easy for Assad. What happened there? And would you please tell us about the quality of the Qatar Star Leagues? از آقای کولی okay, let me translate at the beginning. از آقای کولی در مورد سطح لیگ قطر پرسیدم و دوست دارم نظرشون در مورد لیگ قطر بدونم.
Yes, Al-Sadd, congratulations to Al-Sadd. Let me start there. Very strong team. The league, however, in Qatar is very strong, is growing. But Al-Sadd, you know, they have very good base, very good local players. You know, that is very, very important. And they also have very good professional. And the work that Javi did over the past years, where he was the head coach, was fantastic. You know, he has huge CV in terms of experience as a player, and you know, he's delivering well as a coach. So, I mean, kudos to him. And the coach who came in, I think Javier, and forget his name, yeah, but he did very well also. So kudos to Al-Sadd. The league in Qatar is growing. Our team this year, we had a much better showing than many years before. I think it's the best Umsalal has finished in the past couple of years. So the Umsalal family is happy. We know we could maybe do much more, especially in the latter part. Maybe if we win 1 or 2 more games, we could be in the top 4. But now the ambition is very high. We see that we can, you know, make the next step. Maybe if next year we can qualify for the Champions League.
Great. خب ایشون گفتن که اول از همه به تیم اسد تبریک میگن قهرمانیشون رو. لیگ خیلی در واقع رو به جلوی داره لیگ قطر و ستاره هاش دارن پیشرفت میکنن. آقای کولی از ژاوی هم اسم بردن و اثرگذاری که روی لیگ قطر داشتن و سطح لیگ قطر رو واقعا بالا میدونن. ایشون میگن که تیم سلال در حال حاضر که رتبه 6م رو داره میتونست رتبه 4م رو هم در اختیار داشته باشه اگه کمی بهتر بود در عملکرد خودش در رقابت‌های لیگ. سعی میکنن که در ادامه هم در واقع در فصول بعدی بتونن این جاه طلبیشون رو بیشتر بکنن و به رده‌های بالاتر برسن. میثم اگه سوالی داری بپرس.
حتما آقای کولی، با توجه به اینکه خب بازیکن‌های زیادی در کشور قطر بازی میکنن از کشور ایران و لژیونرهای ایرانی محسوب میشن، سوالمون از شما اینه که چرا سلال الان بازیکن نداره با توجه به اینکه روزبه چشمی آخرین بازیکنی بود که در این باشگاه شاغل بود و از این تیم جدا شد.
فکر کنم یه همزمانی هم داشتن. Okay, so he's asking about now there are many Iranian players currently playing in Qatar Star Leagues. What's happening actually that Umsal doesn't have anyway? And as long as Ruzbeh Cheshmi, it was your former player at Istaqlal. He left when you came. Did you coach him or not?
I coached him in Estaqlal, but I did not coach him in Umslal. I know the team, we missed him this year. We miss him, but you know, when it comes to management, different coach, they want different players, different style. You know, so it's sometimes very difficult. Sometimes good players leave, another player come because maybe the coach don't want two professional defenders because we had two professional defenders. So I think he opted to have maybe one more midfielder. That's before my time because I was in Alcor when Rusby was in Umslal. And then when he left, I came to Umslal.
گفتن که خب توی استقلال با روزبه چشمی کار کردن و توی امسلال این فرصت نشد که با روزبه چشمی کار کنن. دو تا مدافع اصلی دارن تو تیم خودشون و به همین سبب هستش که روزبه چشمی شاید از این تیم رفت و سیاست‌های باشگاه حالا به این ترتیب هستش که نیازی به روزبه چشمی در تیم نبود. میخوام ازشون بپرسم که آیا پیشنهاد میکنن اصولا بازیکن‌های ایرانی رو به باشگاهشون. Mr. Kohli, would you recommend Iranian players to the club or not by any chance?
Well, recommend or not, they're coming. You know, since I think before Omid, I think there was Tarami. He was in Garafa.
Yeah.
And you know, Pejman played many years before he came back to Estaqlal in Qatar also. So you have the Omid. I think he's a very strong player, and he really, you know, when person see Omid play, they want Iranian player, and they know how powerful and strong the quality the players have. So it's very good to always. So many coaches, you know, they will ask, say they want Iranian players every single time. So it's good for Iranian football that, you know, outside of Iran, they're, you know, not only in Qatar. I know in the Emirates, you see Mehdi Gaidi now in the Emirates, and many players in Europe. You have players like Sardar
Azmoun.
Yeah, we have many players in Europe. So it's very good.
میگن که خب چه من پیشنهاد بکنم چه نکنم بازیکن‌های ایرانی در لیگ قطر کم نیستن. پیش از این که بازیکن‌های جدید بیان از طارمی، امید ابراهیمی و پژمان منتظری اسم بردن به عنوان بازیکن‌هایی که اونجا بازی می‌کنن و جالب گفتن که بازی امید ابراهیمی خیلی خودش تشویق می‌کنه باشگاه‌های قطری به جذب بازیکن‌های ایرانی به خاطر عملکردی که داره. Mr. Kohli, I would like to ask you about your last co-working with Mr. Shefer. You've been with him at Serral and also after that you traveled with him to the Qatar. How was it and how was that experience? از ایشون در مورد همکاریشون با آقای شفر و سفرشون به قطر پرسیدم.
It has been a wonderful experience. First of all, Coach Shefer is like a father. He's a great coach. I met him from Jamaica. First we were in Jamaica national team. Then we came to Estaqlal, then to Banias in Emirates, and then to Qatar. So it has been a great journey. It has been a great journey. He has taught me so much, and he has given me so much experience and so much love and so much bring me into his family. And as a young coach, I cannot ask for more. You understand? I cannot ask for more. It's not for me to be grateful, to be thankful, and you know to show what I've learned as I go along from the experience and the time I've spent with Coach Shefer. So he's somebody I really love and admire, and I wish him the best in everything.
ایشون میگن که خیلی تجربه خوبی بود همکاری با آقای شفر. تو تیم ملی جامائیکا با ایشون آشنا شدن، بعدش به استقلال اومدن، بعدش بنیاس و نکته جالبی که میگن اینه که آقای شفر ایشون رو بخشی از خانواده خودش میدونست و یک در واقع بخش از فامیلیشون بودن، یعنی بخش از خانواده‌شون بودن و سنگ تمام گذاشتن دیگه. خلاصه کلی تعریف کردن و گفتن که خیلی بهشون کمک کردن و نمیدونن چجوری ازشون تشکر کنن. میثم
آقای کولی یه فلش بکی بزنیم و برگردیم به حضور شما در فوتبال باشگاهی ایران و باشگاه استقلال زمانی که شما با آقای شفر و کادر فنی در باشگاه استقلال بودید. خب موفق شدید جام حذفی ایران رو به دست بیارید و فصل بعد خیلی اتفاقات خوب پیش نرفت. شاید بعد از بازی با پدیده از ورود وینفرد شفر به کمپ تمرینی استقلال جلوگیری شد و البته شمایی که گفته میشد تو تمرینات یکی دو روزی حضور داشتید، حتی پیشنهاد حضور در تمرین تیم امید رو داشتید. یکم راجع به اون دوران و جدایی خودتون و آقای شفر از باشگاه استقلال برامون بگید.
So we're going to actually back to the Serral time. You were at Serral and it was wonderful first season. You won the Hazvi Cup and it was going everything perfect. And after that suddenly changed and the turnover was Padida, the match with Padida that after it they didn't let Mr. Shefer to come to the training ground and it was a mess and what happened there wasn't quite good. But after that, you received you received something that you could be with the Iranian youth team, Iranian national youth team, and you've got many offers to stay in Iran. What happened there at the last season at استقلال, and why did you left استقلال FC?
I must say that thanks to the Estaqlal fans, for welcoming us. It was fantastic, and it was a great opportunity. And I believe once you're an Estaqlal coach, you're a fan of Estaqlal team for life, regardless of any bad situation that may happen, because it's football. The first season we had, very good team, very, very good team, and every player, they were gelling, they played together for a long time, and the team was, it was blossom, it's the fruit of Estaqlal at the moment. Yes, we won the Hafsi Cup, but in the end, what happened was that we lost Omid, who was, he was the papa, he was a key midfielder, not only for Estaqlal but also for Iran. We lost Majid Hosseini to Turkey. He was the defender who was hard to replace. Okay. Also, we lost Servo Japaro, who many times he made the key passes. He was the player who, in charge of our attack. And finally, we lost Mama Tiam. You understand? So yes. We lost 4 players. When a team can lose 4 players in a short while, it's always very, very difficult. It takes a while now to build back. The thing about the second season was that we were drawing a lot of games. It took us, I think, maybe too long to get back our identity. And when there is pressure from the fans and the pressure of the shirt, when new players come in and to replace a Majid Hosseini, is don't take any normal player. Plus the shirt of Estaqlal is very heavy. You understand? It's a big shirt, And so some players took a while to adapt and everything. I believe we lost maybe 1 match, but we drew too many games. And in the end, it was not easy because it was not an easy situation. And Paddy Day was maybe one of the worst days of my life, To see even Benham, one of our former players scoring in that match. He too, he cried. I saw Ramati crying. Many players cried because they know that everybody wanted well for the team. They love Schaefer. But at the time, the result was not going the way. And, it's football. You cannot be emotional about it. The decision you have to make the decision for the club. Maybe it's not right. I believe it was not, in my opinion, it was not right. I think we needed more time to build, to build a new team. You understand? But the pressure, especially when you have a person that is winning, it put more pressure on Estaqlal.
تا اینجا شد ترجمه بکنه سیپان خیلی طولانی میشه.
ایشون میگن که اول از طرفدارای استقلال تشکر میکنن و هوادارهای استقلال. خب اشاره میکنن که فصل اول تیم خیلی خوب بود، با هم خیلی خوب داشتن فنی بازی میکردن و به یه هماهنگی خیلی خوبی رسیده بودن، اما بعدش میگن خب از دست دادن امید ابراهیمی خیلی در واقع اذیت کرد تیم استقلال رو. اشاره میکنن که امید ابراهیمی مثل پدر بود در تیم و حمایت میکرد، سوا اینکه یه هافبک خیلی خوب بود تیم رو کامل جمع کرد. بعد از امید ابراهیمی مجید حسینی از تیم رفت. مجید حسینی یک بازیکنی بود که به زعمشون مدافع غیر قابل جانشین در تیم بود و کاملا تیم رو در بخش دفاعی حمایت میکرد. سرور جباروف تیم بود که در فاز دفاعی نبض حملات تیم رو در دست داشت و پاسهای خیلی خوبی رو به مهاجمه میداد و حملات تیم با سرور جباروف بود که شکل میگرفت. ایشون رو هم از دست دادن و ضربه اصلی وقتی بود که محمدزاده هم از تیم جدا شد. اینجوری خیلی کار سخت پیش رفت. ولی خب در ادامه میگن که با وجود همه این سختی ها باید اشاره کنن که پوشیدن پیراهن استقلال خیلی واقعا افتخار بزرگی و هر کسی این پیراهن رو میپوشه باید حواسش به این پیراهن باشه، اما تیم شکل نگرفت اونجوری که مد نظر کادر فنی بود و اون شرایطی که می‌خواستند رو نتونستند پیش بیارن. در ادامه اشاره میکنن که یکی از سخت‌ترین روزهاشون بود روزی که مجبور به ترک استقلال شدن. حتی مهدی رحمتی رو اشاره میکنن که اشک ریختن و گریه کردن بعد از اینکه تیم رو ترک کردن و شرایط خیلی سختی بود، اما به هر حال میگن که فوتبال جای احساس نیست و باید کار رو در واقع منطقی دنبال کنن و شرایط اونجوری پیش رفت که شکست زیادی نداشتن، اما تساوی‌های پی در پی باعث این شده بود که شرایط در جدول خیلی خوب پیش نره و از اون طرف عملکرد موفق پرسپولیس باعث شده بود که فشار زیادی روی تیم باشه.
راجع به فرهاد مجیدی هم سیپان البته از آقای کولی هم می‌خوایم که تقریبا یه طوری مطالب رو عنوان کنن که خیلی فاصله نیفته بین ترجمهش. راجع به فرهاد مجیدی و اضافه شدنش به کادر فنی میخوام ببینم حس شما آقای شفر، حالا ساشا شفر و دیگر اعضای کادر فنی چی بود؟ آیا فرهاد مجیدی وقتی وارد کادر فنی شد به عنوان یک آلترناتیو برای شما مطرح بود یا اون ارتباطی که باید شکل می‌گرفت اتفاق افتاد، اون رابطه همکاری و عاطفی که باید بین اعضای کادر فنی باشه؟ میخوام راجع به ورود فرهاد مجیدی به کادر فنی آقای شفر برامون بگید.
Thank you for your question, but would you please give me some space to translate it at the same time? Thank you. And let's pass to the other question. We want to ask you about Farhad Majidi, currently استقلال head coach. But when you came to the استقلال FC with your whole team, I mean with Mr. Schäfer and Sasha Schäfer and you, and he came as a second option, or he had that feeling with the team. How was the relation with Farhad Majidi and Mr. Schäfer team?
No, it was a good. Thanks for your question. I believe it was a good relationship. It was a good relationship. Farhad at the moment he wanted the experience also, and for us also we needed we were going into a rut, and it was good to have a very strong former player from Estegol, you know, to be a part of the team, to be a part of the family, to help us too, you know. So it was not just to come for his experience, to get experience, but also to help us, because I know everybody loved him, the fans love him, the players love him, and so he was that, you know, that person between the coach, the players, and the fans, you know, and also help us in terms of you know, share his ideas in terms of how he think the team wants to play. You know, for Majidi have strong opinion, so you can expect that he will share what he believe. You know, even if the coach agree or don't agree, but he will share exactly what he believe. But I believe him and the coach had a good relationship.
Yeah, it was a win-win deal.
حالا می‌خوای تا اینجاش ترجمه کن سیپان برای
ایشون میگن که خب خیلی رابطه خیلی خوبی شکل گرفته بود بین فرهاد مجیدی و تیم آقای شفر. از یک طرف فرهاد مجیدی نیاز داشت به کسب تجربه در کنار مربی بزرگی مثل آقای شفر، و از طرف دیگر تیم آقای شفر، کادر فنی آقای شفر هم نیاز داشتن به یک بازیکن اسبق تیم که رابطه بازیکن‌ها، کادر فنی و هوادارا رو به ترتیبی شکل بدن که در واقع بتونن مثمر ثمر باشن، و این یه حالت در واقع برد بود. هر دوتا تونستن از این فرصت استفاده کنن و هر دو تا تونستن در کنار همدیگه عملکرد خوب خودشون رو داشته باشن. دوست دارم از ایشون در مورد انتقال مهدی قائدی هم بپرسم و ببینم که مهدی قائدی به فوتبال امارات رفته، نظرشون چی هستش. Mr. Kooli, I would like to ask you about Mehdi Qaidi transfer to the Emirate League. How do you see this transfer? Could he transfer to the Europe or not?
Before he transferred to, I would prefer, my opinion, I would prefer if he had gone to Bayern Leverkusen, because I heard that they had some offer, and knowing that I had one player from my country and from Leon Bailey, he was in Bayern Leverkusen and he was leaving, so I thought that now he's leaving to go to Aston Villa, then maybe this is the opportunity they want Mehdi Qaidi. So I was a bit surprised that he went to the Emirates. But I think he's doing very well with Shabab Ali. I think he's doing well. He's adapting, and I still hope soon that he can also move from there to Europe. So you know, it was one step, and then for him to maybe move into Europe, because I think he's one of the better, brighter young talent in Iran, and he needs a great environment, strong environment that will push him as much as possible. Not that the Emirates don't push him, but I think he needs to be playing in Europe. I think playing in Europe he can service the national team much better.
Okay, thank you.
And in the future,
میگن که خیلی دوست داشتن که مهدی قائدی به بایر لورکوزن بره، با توجه به اینکه خب ظاهرا خبر شایعه و اخبارش که انتقال مهدی قائدی در و پیشنهادی از لورکوزن بود به مهدی قائدی به گوش ایشون هم رسیده. ترجیحشون این بود که مهدی قائدی به فوتبال اروپا بره و اونجا پیشرفت بکنه. در ادامه گفتن که یکی از بازیکن‌های هموطنشون لئون بیلی هم که توی توی در واقع لورکوزن بود حتی به استون ویلا رفته و یه سکوی پرتاب خیلی خوبی میتونست باشه برای مهدی قائدی و یه جوری ظاهرا می‌خواستم به هموطناشون بگن که هوای مهدی ما هم داشته باشن احتمالاً. حالا اینو که دارم از خودم میگم جزء ترجمه نبود، این جدا بود بحثش. بعد وظیفه‌ام رو حفظ کنم میثم. در ادامه هم گفتن که سورپرایز شدن بابت این انتقال مهدی قائدی به فوتبال امارات و مهدی قائدی نیاز داره به فضایی در شبیه فوتبال امارات، شبیه فوتبال اروپا که بتونه سطح فوتبالی مهدی قائدی رو پیشرفت بده و مهدی رو به جلو هل بده. نه اینکه فوتبال امارات نمیتونه این کار رو بکنه، اما فضای فوتبال اروپا تجربه متفاوتی خواهد بود که میتونه به این بازیکن کمک بکنه. میثم،
آقای کولی، راجع به یه موضوع میخوام با شما صحبت بکنم، اما این رو از باب این مطرح میکنیم که سوال اذهان عمومیه و ما راجع به این ماجرا قضاوتی نداریم، چون با خود آقای شفر هم تو برنامه ستاره شرقی گفتگو داشتیم. گمان زنی هایی بود راجع به اینکه آقای شفر شاید مبتلا به مثلا یک حالت فراموشی باشه و خیلی هم رسانه ها راجبش مطلب زده بودن. ما بدون قضاوت از شما میپرسیم، دوست داریم شما به ما بگید که چقدر واقعا این مطالب صحت داشته.
It's about something about Mr. Schäfer. What happened it's by the people time, and they talk about it. It's not from our language. It's not what we are asking. It's what people asking. During the time when Mr. Schäfer was in Iran, it's been said that he had some sort of forgetting things and something like Alzheimer. I don't know, something like that. You worked with him. Is it true or not?
No, repeat please. I don't understand. Repeat please.
Yeah, I'm telling that it's been said that during the time Mr. Schäfer was working in Iran, he had sort of Alzheimer. He keeps forgetting things.
No. I don't know of that. No, yeah. I don't know of that.
Yeah.
People say many things, but working with him for his age, he's very sharp. And,
yeah, he's very sharp.
Very sharp. Still sharp also.
میگن که اصلا اینطور نیست. من با ایشون کار کردم، ایشون کاملا حواس جمعه و به هیچ وجه همچین حرفی در مورد ایشون صحت نداره. من دوستم در مورد عملکرد استقلال حال حاضر ازشون بپرسم و همینطور دربی که پیش رو داریم. Mr. Kohli, so let's talk about the currently Istiqlal team with Fahad Majidi and it's the top leader of the Iran's league and it's going quite well with Istiqlal. How do you see the team and how do you predict about the Tehran's derby?
Well, the team is very strong. They have a lot of belief in the coach, belief in the system that they're playing, and the momentum is behind Estaqlal. There's a blue wave in Tehran, a blue wave in Iran, and the team has to capitalize, they have to continue because football, change very quickly. But I hope based on what I'm seeing, every player they want, and at this moment, Persepolis is up and down, they're not being consistent. Siphan is another team that will challenge, but at the moment Estaqlal they're number one. It's been a long time the team has not been number one for a long period of time. I remember when Astra was there, maybe they were number one in December, and then by January they were not number one. So it's the longest they have been number one in a long time, and I know the people are happy. In terms of the derby, I believe Estaqlal is a team that will win the derby, and it's good that the coach was one of the best derby player. Every time against Persepolis he's always scoring. So I think he have the experience. He has been with the team for a long time now. So with his experience as a player and as a coach over the years, I think they will win the derby.
اوکی. میگن که تیم خیلی تیم قوی هستش و داره عملکرد خوبی رو از خودش نشون میده. نکته که اشاره میکنن اینه که بازیکن‌ها باور دارن سرمربی رو و این خیلی به تیم کمک میکنه برای اینکه بتونه روند خودش رو طی بکنه. در ادامه اشاره میکنن به عملکرد سپاهان و پرسپولیس. میگن که خب سپاهان اصلا عملکرد خوبی نداشته تو رقابت لیگ امسال، کاملا پرفراز و نشی بوده و از طرفی پرسپولیس هم نتونسته اون عملکرد ادامه دار خوب خودش رو دنبال کنه. نکته بعدی که در موردش صحبت کردن این هستش که تیم استقلال موفق شده در رقابت‌های لیگ امسال به طور پیوسته سطح خودش رو بالا نگه داره و در صدر جدول باقی بمونه. معمولا اینطور بود که گاهی وقتا استقلال میومد پایین جدول و گاهی وقتا میرفت بالای جدول که این باعث میشد امتیازات زیادی رو از دست بده، اما این فصل خیلی خوب عمل کردن. در مورد دربی هم گفتن که به عقیده ایشون استقلال برنده دربی خواهد بود با توجه به اینکه حالا به نظر ایشون فرهاد مجیدی یکی از دربی بازترین دربی بازهای دربی بوده. Thank you Mr. Kohli. It was really great honor for us to having you in our TV show and we're really glad to have you.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good time.
خیلی ممنون از میگوئل کولی عزیز که همراه با برنامه ستاره شرقی بود. این گفتگوهای اختصاصی رو میتونید در شبکه‌های تیوا اسپورت و برنامه‌های تولیدی تلویزیون اینترنتی تیوا ببینید. هر جای دنیا مناسب ترین گزینه رو پیدا می‌کنیم، از نفرات داخلی بازیکن‌ها و پیشکسوت‌ها تا مربی‌هایی که سابقاً در فوتبال کشورمون بودن. تشکر می‌کنم ازت سیپان بابت اینکه اینقدر ناب و درجه یک برامون این بخش رو ترجمه کردی. بریم سریع سراغ اخبار 60 ثانیه‌مون برگردیم. 2-3 تا بازی دیگه داریم که کارو در آخرین قسمت برنامه ستاره شرقی سال 1400 جمعش بکنیم. بفرمایید.